Hi, and welcome to Scribo for Google Docs. What I'm going to do here is take you through very quickly how to install it, then show you some features and get some feedback happening. We're going to try and be as quick as we can because Scribo for Google Docs is all about moving quickly and getting things done quickly using the power of Scribo and of course, our AI feedback. So here's a Google Doc. 30 million people a day write in Google Docs. Schools, Google Classroom, you name it. It's all coming into here. In the Google Web Store, there's Google Docs, Scribo for Google Docs, which is an extension, a Chrome extension, which you can add to Chrome in a heartbeat, one click. Okay, now, if you're in a school or district where you have a lockdown, a browser, you will need to get permission, but the only permissions we use are very lightweight. They simply just ask, can we read your Google Doc and give you feedback? And that's what's going to happen when you first click on it. So when you have it loaded, you're going to get a little icon in the corner down here. That's the plugin. That's the Chrome extension right there. It's able to be moved. It's joyous. Click on that, and we'll just make sure that you want to go ahead. So choose the account that you're using. Now you have to use a Google account. Okay, it must be a Google account. So if your school's using Google, that'll be fine. We basically you let your email, you let us know your email so we can email you, and you let us read your Google Docs to put feedback into it, and that's it. That's all we need. So the permissions are very lightweight. It comes up with obviously a welcome screen that you can take through on your do at your own leisure. It's got a great little video here. I'm going to skip that and keep moving. You can circle back and do this when you install it yourself. Let's go. So the first thing we want to know is where you're from and the name of your school. So you can use acronyms like SMART, Special School. It's good if you have a proper school name because as other teachers come in, we marry up school names and we aggregate analytics, which is a powerful thing for a school. The grades you typically teach and the subjects you typically teach. Now you can have one or many. It's okay. That's it. We're ready to go. Now the whole premise of Scribo for Google Docs is that students are writing in Google Docs, be it in a classroom or wherever. They are sharing their work with a teacher account. Okay, so you know yourself in Google Docs. It's very easy to share things. You don't have to use Classroom. You can just have students in a tutorial group, wherever they are. They share their work with you. That's all that needs to happen. You then set up, basically, a profile. Now, a profile is simply a container that wraps up what the essay is, what type of essay it is, the genre, the class, the subject, and of course the topic. The more you give us about the topic, the better the feedback gets. So don't just say, ancient Egypt. It's got to be, school systems should teach traditional subjects. The whole premise of the essay topic. If you can give us that, this is what we call a profile. This profile can be used over and over again. All you have to do is change the topic of the text as you move through, okay? So it's reusable. Now you can set up in detail for each essay that you do, or you can set up as an informative essay and then change the topic each time. It's really your choice. So once you've got your profile set up, you can then choose the rubric, standards, and writing goals that you want to apply to this. So rubrics are easy. We've got a whole family of rubrics in here, from Cambridge through to IELTS through to CEFR. If we want UAE descriptive writing, there is the rubric we're going to assess this on, okay? So just use this rubric. Now, you can also upload your rubrics, your PDF. Now, there's a video of that in Scribo, but you just basically attach a PDF with your rubric in there. We'll work it out. We'll let you edit it. We'll get it right, and then you've got your rubric set. So add a rubric. Standards. If you're obviously in America, you have all the state standards here. So you can choose from whatever you like. Now, we also are putting in Ontario, Canada, Australia, Philippines, Indonesia. There's going to be a whole bunch of country standards in here that you can absolutely apply to very, very easily. Now, writing goals is a really special piece because when you give feedback to students, you want to give it about a certain thing that they're doing. So overall feedback. I love glow and grow. I love 3 ways to improve. And I love is the response on topic. Now, there are 5 you can choose from because it does a lot of feedback and you don't want to give students too much. So you can run one version of the feedback with this in there and then change it up, change it down. You get to choose the setup that you want to apply. And all of these parameters are contained in setup. So once you've done this, go back to here, Your setup will tell you exactly what's going to happen to this essay the student has shared with you. We're going to mark it that way, apply standards, and set writing goals against it. Now, once you're ready to do that, you click the feedback button and you run. I clicked it 3 times, don't worry. You run the standards. So first of all, we'll do a standards assessment. There we are. Approaching below and exceeds. Interesting. Let's run a rubric. This is a grading. Now you can change this. This is really cool. You don't have to worry about what about it's wrong. Change it, fix it, add to it, save it. You're still in control. We never take anything away from a teacher. You are the most important piece in the network. So rubrics are there, standards are there. The fun part is the writing goals. Now I'll just move this across, okay? We take a few seconds to start up, we read the text, and then we start giving you your feedback. Now they're all delivered as Google comments. So from here, right now, this student will be watching you write the feedback into the Google Doc. You know Google is very collaborative. We work off the back of that. So basically, we just punch all the feedback that you asked for straight into the Google Doc, and it delivers it straight to the kids. So that can expand, that can contract, you can add more, you can do, like, we're not stopping you from using Google at all. This is just helping you do the load of feedback that typically takes time. We say feedback takes a bit more time than any old feedback. I mean, you can get all sorts of LLM feedback. This is really precise Scribo feedback. This is the best thing that we do for teachers in humanities and English classes. And once we've done 3 of the typewriter versions, we start dropping them in. So it picks up pace. All feedback is tagged, so you can filter based on these tags. And you can, rather than looking at lots of feedback, you can look at parts of feedback. So here's our 3 ways to improve. Here's the glow and grow feedback. 3 things you did well, 3 things we need to focus you on. That might be enough for a student pass 1. Let them go and fix their essay, then come back around and change your setup. So for each student you run this for, you can change the setup. If you had an advanced student on your hands and you want to give structure feedback around a particular paragraph style, you can add that in for that student and subtract it for the next student. So it's very personable in the way that you deliver your feedback. And once you've added something into it, you can simply just run it again and it will drop it in. So that is Scribo for Google Docs in a heartbeat. Now, of course, there's one more part to it, which is the statistics. Overall, we track some good information about the actual product. We also have the product of work, that is, the students are delivering. We also have analytics. I won't take you through all these, but we track standards, we track rubrics, we track writing goals. Everything's kind of tracked. And when you click on a writing goal, like if you're looking at things to improve, these are the students. Now you'll notice the asterisks. These are we protect personal and private information, so we don't go storing things that we shouldn't store. It's completely compliant with the new safety standards that are out in education. So what you have is a very functional component that's activated from one little click and an icon. Can do a lot for you. Great to talk. Talk soon. Bye bye.